Live now. All right. So we're reconnected. All right. Well, I don't know what happened, but I blame AT&T. AT&T, damn it. Anyway, we're reconnected here. We'll restart on this. For those of you that missed it, this is She Gone. I'm talking about the story behind it, how I wrote it. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna play it for you, and then I'm gonna show you how to play it. Show you the tricks behind it. First, I'm gonna sip on this coffee and come back up a little bit. So the story behind She Gone, I wrote it with a guy named Chris Stevens, which was interesting to me. Chris Stevens is a track guy. I've never written with a track guy. He was the first person that I've ever written with that builds tracks. And what I mean by that is he goes on his computer while we're writing, and he builds an entire demo through a program. He essentially puts an entire band together right there. He plays all the instruments, and it's all computerized, which was really cool, man. It made for an easy, quick demo, and we took that demo to Bart Butler, my producer, and he loved it. And we went in and we recorded the thing, and as soon as we recorded it with a real band, we were like, man, this song smokes, it's gonna be good. And it is, man. It's sitting at 34, 35 on the national charts, and it's doing great. But this song is just fun, man. Me and Chris sat down. I had this Dirk Bentley type thing. Hey, Cody, will you fix that speaker? Lean it back. We got all sorts of shit falling apart on us here. Quarantine hell, baby. Anyway, so I sat down. I wrote it with Chris Stevens. They had this Dirk Bentley thing going on when I brought it in. This little, which you can hear in the song. That's the verses easily, and all I had was the hook. I just had "She Gone," and I was like, "This is cool, man." So we sat down. We started scratching it out, and again, you know, we're not all Hank Williams. We don't all live out our country songs, but I've definitely seen my share of women with their window down and their finger up, which is my favorite line I wrote. It just shows off my humor, man. You know, it's just a fun song. It's upbeat. It's just humorous, man. There's a lot of character in that song. But needless to say, She Gone. I'm gonna play it for you, and then I'll show you guys some tricks on how to write it. I am in drop D, so this is standard tuning, but my bottom E string right here, this bass string, is tuned down to a D instead of an E. So if you're tuning it, you gotta go to a chromatic tuner so that you can get down to a D, or you pluck this middle string right here, 4th string up, which is also a D, naturally, and you play this, and they're lined up. So there you go. Here's She Gone. Woke up to the sound and grabbed my blind pedal down. When I came to, I jumped up, fell out of bed and hit the ground. Ran out the screen door, choking on her dust. She had her window down and her finger up. Yep, she gone. Should've sang that right round goodbye lipstick right, and it was on the wall. Could've saved myself from blindside hell if I never fell at all. And it's almost like she had the hope that he planned out all along. She came, she left, got me all messed up. She gone. No turning back, no second chance. What's done is done, that's all she wrote. If I was doing wrong, she never said, so how the hell was I to know? She didn't give me a shot, I swear that I would've cleaned up. Probably not. Now I'm cleaning out her closet and going through her stuff. Talk about rough. Should've seen that run really good by lipstick writing that was on the wall. Could've saved myself from blindside hell if I never felt at all. Man, it's almost like she had the whole thing planned out all along. She came, she loved, got me all messed up. She gone. Should've seen that riding red goodbye lipstick writing it was on the wall. Could've saved myself from blindside hell if I never felt it all. And it's almost like she had the whole thing planned out all along. She came, she loved, she took off in a rush. Even had my dog in the back of her truck. She gone. Dog for 7 years, man. So she gone, man. There you have it. That is our single right now. That's sitting at number, I think 34 of the national charts. Could be wrong there, but it's either 34 or 35. It's my first time. It's my first single on radio that's ever broken the top 35, which is really cool for us. I want to send a thank you to all you guys out there that listen to it, that have supported us through the years, and obviously the radio stations that are spinning it right now, and my promoters, JR and Miss Tammy. I got a great team behind me, man, and again, I love that song, but it takes a special crew to get something like that done. So here's some tricks behind playing She Gone if you want to pick it up on your guitar and learn a little bit and strum around. This song is very challenging as a rhythm player because it's so fast. But this song is in D, so I played in drop D again. This bottom E string is tuned down to a D, so it's a whole step down. If you guys are familiar with the circle of fifths, it'll help you out when you're playing, because most of these things I'm probably going to say the 1, 4, 5, which is your standard, which is going to be D, G, and A. So 1, 4, and 5. Google circle of fifths sometime, it'll help you out. But for now, I'll just say D, G, A, E minor, those things. So those are the chords that go along with D. So, this is She Gone. Let's see. So it starts out, it gets weird because, there's a lot of songs that play, your typical country songs, and they go D, G, A, back to D. Then you got your minors, which is B minor, E minor, F sharp minor when you're in D. But then you got funny chords like the flat 7, which is C, which you hear a lot in the song. So when you start out this song, it starts out the very first note it hits is a C. So it goes C, G, back to D. That's how you start this whole thing out. It does that a couple times. Woke up to the sound. Now see, when you're doing that, there's a palm mute. I take this back part of my wrist and I put it on the back of the guitar, and it goes. It's just a little simple rhythm pattern. Bass note, up string. But to keep it where it's kind of more eighth notey, so it's like ting 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 ting. What you hear in the recording, you'll hear a shaker doing that, so that it keeps that rhythm pattern going. It gives it more of like a trucking feel. So. And all I'm doing there, I'm playing C, I'm I'm sorry, I'm playing D, G, C, and then I move this bass note, which is my middle finger, down to a B. And that's pretty much the entire gist of the rhythm of the verses. The only difference is when it picks up a little bit in the middle of that first verse. So you have most of the palm muting. Woke up to the sound and gravel run pedal down. I came too hot, jumped up, fell out of bed and hit the ground. Ran out the screen door. I take my palm mute off and I just lightly out the screen door, choking on her dust. Yeah, so there you go. There's how the verses pick up, and when you hit that chorus, I just strum a little bit harder, and I open up, and it goes to the 5, which is the A. Should have seen that bright and red. And I take this finger right here, this third finger. Goodbye lipstick. So it goes from A to A sus. Right when it was on the wall. Could have saved myself from blindside hell if I never fell at all. It's the fun part. It goes to B minor. Man, it's almost like she had the whole thing planned out all along. Now you see, she came, she loved, got me walking down to this B, all messed up, shit gone. Back to the 1. There's your chorus. Real easy. Only difference is on the, in the solo part, it's just the same thing we were doing in the intro and the verses. She gone. Now on the back half of this song, it goes into a double time, which I didn't do on the recording because I was talking the line about, had that bastard for 7 years, man. But sometimes it's challenging to be able to say those lines, talk those lines, and also keep your rhythm and go into a halftime feel. But live, when we play a full band, and even on the recording, I'm pretty sure on the recording, it goes into a halftime feel. What I mean by halftime is when it goes into that last outro, she gone. Had that dog for 7 years, man. Right here. Then it hits that little outro lick, which is you're just playing on the C. You're playing on this little C right here, and it bounces back and forth to the C string and the D string, but it's that's your little bass note. That's your last note. That's it. There's nothing to that song other than keeping the rhythm up. And again, like in that chorus, instead of going straight in, it's a simple rhythm if you want to do it that way, where you're just hitting basically quarter notes. You can do it that way. It's not a big deal, but I do it where it has those 8 notes in it. So it's like, should have seen that goodbye lipstick right when it was on the wall. It's like I think of it as a horse pattern. It's like a gallop. And it's really easy to do. You just flick the wrist. There's nothing to it. It just takes a little practice. But there you go. There's She Gone. There's a story behind it. I played it for you and showed you guys how to play it. So I worked really hard on this. I expect to see videos of you guys covering this now. Thank you guys very much for tuning in and listening. We'll do this again next week. As long as there's quarantine, I'll be thinking of shit to do for you. So, needless to say, next week I'll decide what I want to do. But 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every Saturday. See you next time.